So, dear test takers, welcome back to my Grammar for Success channel. I'm Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I'm going to deal with the use of the definite article the part 5. And in this video, I'm going to discuss as many as 15 rules under the use of the definite article. And without wasting our precious time, let us now get into the video. Use of the definite article the part 5. This is meant exclusively for the competitive examinations. That means for all those candidates who are preparing for IBPS, SBI, RRB, NDA, Staff Selection Commission, and for various other competitive examinations, for all those candidates, this material provided in this video will be of great help and use to them. Okay, and now let's get into the video. This is the 5th video, and therefore the number begins at 66th, okay, onwards. So in this video also we are going to discuss or learn as many as 15 rules, right? And before the names of bridges, okay, we must use the definite article before the names of the bridges. See, there are so many bridges, not only in India but also in the world. Here I would like to give you some examples, because Howrah Bridge is there. It is in Kolkata, right? Howrah Bridge, and Pamban Bridge is there in Tamil Nadu, and then Godavari Rail Bridge. Okay, it is in Rajamandri, Andhra Pradesh, and then comes what is that Golden Bridge. It is in Gujarat. Okay, and then comes Sydney Harbour Bridge. International bridges, Sydney Harbour Bridge, it is in Australia, it is in Sydney, and then comes Golden Gate Bridge, it is in San Francisco, right? And then Clifton Suspension Bridge, it is in the UK, right? And in this way, these are all the names of bridges. Before them, you must use the definite article. You should not simply say Howrah Bridge. You must say the Howrah Bridge, the Pamban Bridge, the Godavari Rail Bridge, the Golden Bridge, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Clifton Suspension Bridge. So in this way, before all the names of bridges, we must use the definite article. So this rule is okay. And basing on this rule, I have given some examples to make you understand. Please follow them. And now let us go to the examples. Clifton Suspension Bridge is situated or located in the UK. In the UK. So it is the name of the bridge. So it is a mistake to say just Clifton Suspension Bridge. You have to say, what is that? The Clifton Suspension Bridge. You must use the definite article before that. And then comes Golden Gate Bridge is one of the most beautiful bridges in the US. So Golden Gate Bridge, and it is there, what is that? The Golden Gate Bridge, right? And then comes Severn Bridge is there. It is a motorway suspension bridge situated in the UK. And you have to say the Severn Bridge, you have to say. So in this way, before the names of what is that bridges, we have to use the definite article. 67th one, before the names of cardinal points. Cardinal points means we have four, what is that, what is that, like this. This is, east, west, north, south, something like that. These directions are called cardinal points. Don't say directions, but you have to say cardinal points. And southwest, southeast, northwest, northeast, they are also there. So before all of them, you must use the definite article. For example, as the east, okay, the north, okay, right, okay, the west, okay, you have to say like this. Before all of them, you must use the definite article. And before these things also, the northwest, okay, the northwest, okay, the northwest, the southeast, southeast, okay, northwest, southeast, southeast. So before them, we have to use the definite article. Now let us see the examples based on this rule. The sun sets in west. If the sentence is given like this, you immediately find out the mistake in this. this is grammatically a wrong sentence. You understand immediately. And the sun sets in the west. You cannot say in west, but in the west you have to say. Right. And the next example, southwest monsoons enter Kerala in June. Okay. Southwest monsoons. No, it is a cardinal point, but you should not say simply southwest. You have to say the southwest monsoons. Okay. Another example, the sun rises in east. You cannot simply say east, but you have to say in the east. You have to say. So what is correct, what is wrong, now you have learned from these examples. Now let's go to the 68th rule, before the names of plains. So there are so many plains all over the world, in all over India also. And the most famous plains in India is Gangetic Plains is there. Gangetic Plains, okay. Okay, Gangetic Plains are there. And what's that, Indus Valley Plains are there. So there are so many. Before the names of these plains, you must use the definite article. How? Let us take some examples here. What is that? The Gangetic Plains in India. So you have to use the Gangetic Plains. Then comes Indus Valley Plains. It is in Pakistan. You must use whatever it is, whether it is in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, wherever it is. Plains are the plains only. Before the names of the plains, we must use the definite article. And then comes Australia Plains. Australian plains or Australia plains. They are in Australia. So you must have the Australia Plains. And then comes North European plains. If they are in the UK, you have to use the definite article before that. So in this way, before the names of these plains, we must use the definite article. Now let us look at the sentences based on this rule. Gangetic Plains are the world's largest alluvial plains. Okay, you cannot simply say Gangetic Plains. You must say the Gangetic Plains are the world's largest alluvial plains. Okay, and Great Plains that stretch across much of central North America are grassland. Great Plains, before them you have said the Great Plains. Before the names of plains, you must use the definite article. And here North European plains are there. The North European plains, whatever may be the remaining sentence, here you look at the sentence, North European plains. So before that D is not there, it is deliberately missing. So here we have to use the definite article. So before the names of the plains, we must use the definite article. This is what we have learned from this rule. And now let's go to the next rule. 49. Before the names of planets, you know very well, we have as many as 8 planets, and some people say ninth planet is also there, that's Pluto. But in the on the internet, you can find songs and everything for little children. 8 planets are there, something like that. Whatever it is, Venus is a planet. Okay, yes, Venus. And this is the second planet from the sun, and Earth is there. It is the third planet from the sun, and Jupiter is there. It is the largest planet in the solar system. Under the solar system, what is that? We have as many as, what is that? 8 or 9 planets. Okay, this is called the solar system. Okay, in the solar system, the Jupiter, the Pluto, the Saturn. Okay, before all these names of planets, we must use the definite article. Without using the definite article, it is a grammatical mistake. So in the examination, they deliberately don't give this D before them, and you have to use it, and you have to at least find out that part is the error containing part. Okay, in the spotting errors, that is the question. And Earth revolves around the sun. Earth, you cannot simply say Earth, you must say the Earth revolves around the sun. So the Earth revolves around the sun. And Mars is also called the Roman god of wars. You cannot simply say Mars, the Mars you have to say. And then comes, what is that? The Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. You cannot simply say the Jupiter, you have to say. And then comes Saturn is said to have 83 moons revolving around it. This is said to be having 83 moons, the Saturn. So whatever it is, before the names of the planets, you must use the definite article. Right, before the names of helicopters are also given names. Before those names, we must use the definite article, and generally we are not well acquainted with the names of those helicopters, so that's why I'm giving here all of them. What are they? And Chetak is there. It's an Indian, the name of an Indian helicopter. You have to say the Chetak. And here Chinook is there. it is there, the Chinook. And then comes Milmi 26, it is also the name of a helicopter. And then comes Eurocopter, it is the US helicopter, its name is Eurocopter. These are all the names of the helicopters. Before them you must use the definite article. And now let us look at the sentences that are given based on this rule. Okay, Chinook is most widely known US what is the transport helicopter in the US. Chinook, okay, and the Chinook you have to say. And then Eurocopter is a military helicopter, Pakistan Armed Forces. Okay, Eurocopter, sorry, Eurocopter is a military helicopter of Pakistan Armed Forces, PAF. Okay, and Indian Armed Forces, like that, Pakistan Armed Forces, Eurocopter, whatever it is, the Eurocopter. And then comes UH-1 Iroquois. UH-1 Iroquois was in the US military service during Vietnam War. So you cannot simply say the UH-1 Iroquois. You have to say the UH-1 Iroquois was in the US military service during Vietnam War. So in this way, before the names of the helicopters, we must use the definite article. Now let's see, before the names of rockets. Okay, rockets also we must use the definite article. Rockets means, in other words, spacecrafts, spaceships, space shuttles, they are all synonyms for these rockets. Rockets means they are nothing but spacecrafts, spaceships, space shuttles. So therefore, don't get confused. Rockets are different from spacecrafts. Spacecrafts are different from spaceships, space shuttles. Don't say like that. They are all one and the same. They are all one and the same. And therefore, you had better use the before all of them. Okay, the definite article before. For example, Aryabhatta. It is a rocket. This the Aryabhatta. The Rohini, okay, 75. The PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, okay. Then comes, GSLV, you have said the GSLV. And then comes, what is that, Challenger, US, what is that, rocket, it is Challenger. So before all the names of rockets or spaceships or spacecrafts, we must use the definite article. Okay, right. Now, let us go to the examples. So Artemis is also there. Artemis is also a rocket, and Orion is also there. There's Orion, and very well, recently NASA sent into the space this Orion and Artemis 1. So these are also the what is that, spaceships, or what is that, rockets, right? And Challenger is perhaps the most famous rocket launch of all time. Challenger. Okay, it's a spaceship. So our rocket, the Challenger, you have to say. And then comes Rohini 75 is perhaps the first rocket to be developed by ISRO. Rohini 75 is the first rocket to be developed by ISRO. So simply Rohini 75 you should not say, you have to say the Rohini 75. And then comes Elon Musk is the owner of Falcon 1 rocket. That is his own rocket. He is the owner of that rocket, and that's why you can say the Falcon 1 rocket. 72. Before the names of artificial satellites. Artificial satellites means satellites actually revolve around the planet. Okay, and here these artificial satellites will also revolve around the Earth and around the moon, something like that. They are artificial satellites. And here, and China, South Korea, North Korea, and many countries, England, France, Germany, US, India, and many countries have sent into the space Earth observation satellites, communication satellites, scientific exploration satellites, navigation satellites, experimental satellites, weather satellites, like that, so many satellites. Today you are able to call the person who is far off in Canada very quickly, because whenever you call that man, the signals directly go to the satellite. From there they will go to the person and the tower near that person. From the tower they go to the mobile phone, and from the mobile phone, and he will receive your call and he will be talking to you. It will all take place within seconds. This kind of system was not there earlier, but recently all these satellites are being sent into the space, and therefore the transport, the communication system has had a drastic change, a tremendous change. You can talk to anybody in the world. Within seconds, you can talk to him. Okay, over the WhatsApp or over any, you can directly talk to that person. Right. Okay, and here these are the satellites, and I'll give you Aryabhatta is again as an artificial satellite, and Bhaskara is again as an artificial satellite, Rohini, and then comes INSAT 1D and RESAT 1 all weather satellite. These are all the satellites. Before all of them you must use the definite article. Okay, these are all Indian satellites. Okay, artificial satellites. Okay, and now let's go to the examples. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial Earth satellite. First artificial Earth satellite, Sputnik 1. So the Sputnik 1 you have to say. And then comes Aryabhatta is the first Indian artificial satellite. You have to say the Aryabhatta is the first Indian artificial satellite. Then RESAT 1 is the India's first indigenous all-weather radar imaging what is that satellite. So you have to say the RESAT 1. Before the names of planets, before the names of rockets, before the names of artificial satellites, we use all of them here, right? And this is the 73rd rule. Before the names of centuries, centuries are there: 18th century, 20th century, we are in the 21st century, 15th century, whatever it is, you know, before all the names of the centuries you must use the definite article. So the 18th century, the 20th century, the 21st century, the 15th century, like that you have to use the definite article. During 18th century, enlightenment thinking culminated in US and French revolutions. Okay, during 18th century. Okay, and you have to say the sentence is wrong, in the US, typographical mistake in the US. Okay, French and the French revolution in the French also, of course this sentence is wrong. Okay, in the US, let me say whatever it is, be let us be concerned with this only. During 18th century you cannot say during the 18th century, you have to say. Similarly, 20th century changed the world in unprecedented ways, so we have the 20th century changed. So 19th century was characterized by vast social upheaval means change. Okay, yes, 19th century you have to say the 19th century. In this way, the main thing you have to learn here is before the names of centuries we must use the definite article. 74th one, before the names of days of importance. Days of importance. And there are so many days of importance. For example, Independence Day is there. Where we achieved independence from the Britishers. So it's a day of importance. Okay, we have to use the definite article before that. And then comes Republic Day. It's also an important day. Yes, it's a national festival because on this day the Indian Constitution came into existence. Okay, and then comes what is that, International Women's Day, 8th March. So the International Women's Day. So here World Consumer Rights Day, 15th March, and then comes World Water Day, 22nd March. Okay, and then comes what is that, what is that, International Youth Day, 12th August. So in this way, before all the names of importance, before all the names of days of importance, we have to use the definite article. Are you following me? These are all the days of importance. Okay, that's why we must use the definite article. Republic Day will be celebrated on the 26th. Republic Day, so you have to say the Republic Day will be celebrated on the 26th January. And youngsters celebrate International Youth Day. So it is the day of importance. Therefore, it requires the definite article before that. It requires the definite article before it, but it is not used here. Therefore, it's the wrong sentence, it's the right sentence, right? And now let's go to the people observe 22nd March as World Water Day. Okay, World Water Day. How? The World Water Day. So, what you have learned from these three examples is that before the days of importance, we must use the definite article. In the examination, they deliberately miss that definite article. So you have to identify that part, and you have to locate that part and say this part is an error part in the sentence. So something, if you are thorough in the rule, automatically you can identify that mistake, right? And now let's go to the another important. So we celebrate Independence Day. Another example is also Independence Day, the Independence Day. Okay, and now before the names of pacts and alliances, okay. Pacts means some kind of agreements between the countries, okay. And here I'll give you the examples of Warsaw Pact is there, Pune Pact is there, okay. So and London Pact is there, and what is that, Alliance of Prussia is there. These are all the pacts and alliances, and there are so many pacts and alliances. Before all the names of these pacts and alliances, we must use the definite article, okay. And now let us see the example sentences. EU alliance imposes strict sanctions on Russia because it is unnecessarily invading upon a small country, that is Ukraine. That's why this EU alliance imposed strict sanctions on Russia. Okay, whatever it is, that is their problem. The EU alliance, okay, that's it. There. Pune Pact was all about reservations for the depressed classes in the legislature. This is the Pune Pact. So pact, the Pune Pact, you have to say. And similarly, after the democratic revolutions, Warsaw Pact came to an end in 1991. Don't simply say Warsaw Pact, but the Warsaw Pact. What is that? The Warsaw Pact. So this is what you have to say. And before the names of pacts and alliances, we must use the definite article. 76th one, before the names of dams. Oh, you know the names of dams. Before all the names of dams, we must use the definite article. Here, I would like to give you some examples. What is that? What is that? Nagarjuna Sagar. Okay, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Sorry, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. Okay, you have to say the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, right? And then comes, Hirakud, what is that? Bhakra Nangal Dam. Bhakra, the largest dam in the country. Tehri Dam. There are so many dams in our country. So before all the names of those dams, we must use the definite article, right? Nagarjuna Sagar Dam was built on the Krishna. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. We are concerned more about this, okay, and not about the remaining sentence. So here we are concerned about this, and we have said the Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. And Bakranangal Dam is the second highest dam in India. So you should not simply say Bakranangal Dam, but you have to say the Bakranangal Dam, right? And here the highest dam in India is Tehri Dam, built in Uttarakhand. Don't simply say Tehri Dam, but you have to say the Tehri Dam. So in this way, before the names of dams, we must use the definite article. Places of importance. Before the names of places of importance. Places of importance, what is that? Yes, what is that? Bermuda Triangle is there. So here, why should I write all them? Bermuda Triangle is there. It's a place of importance. And because it is in the Atlantic Ocean, and here what happens, flights and even aeroplanes and ships will get trapped in this triangle. They call it, the reason behind that is mysterious, whatever it is. Nowadays, the scientists have resolved the mystery of this Bermuda Triangle, but whatever it is a place of importance. Therefore you must use the definite article before that. And then Tiananmen Square, it is in China. It's very important one. And then comes, what is that, Taj Mahal. It's an important place of it's a place of importance. Therefore the Taj Mahal. And then comes Red Fort. It's a place of importance. Okay, then comes India Gate, the place of importance. Gateway of India, place of importance. So it's like this. Yes, Dakshin Gangotri is there. It's a place of importance, because these are all the names of importance. And in this way, wherever you come across the place of importance, you must use the definite article, right? Examples. Bermuda Triangle is in the Atlantic Ocean, right? So don't simply say the Bermuda Triangle, but you say the Bermuda Triangle. Then comes Tiananmen Square is in China. Don't say simply Tiananmen Square. The Tiananmen Square. You have to use the definite article before that. Red Fort was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. So you have to simply say the Red Fort. So in this way, wrong questions are sentence are given on this rule, and you have to correct them in this way, right? Dear test takers, now this is the 78th rule. Before the names of museums and libraries, the names of museums and libraries, I need not tell you. So here, what is that? I'll just give you the names of museums. Okay, for example, British Museum is there. It's a beautiful museum. And then what is the Salarjung Museum in Hyderabad. And next, Jahangir Gallery, it is in Mumbai, a gallery, museum, gallery, whatever they call it. And here, a National Gallery. These are all the museums. Before the names of the museums, you must use the definite article. Okay? Don't simply say British Museum. I visited British Museum. Don't say I visited the British Museum. I visited twice the Salarjung Museum, something like that. And similarly, libraries are also there. What are the libraries? Here you pay attention. British Library is there in Hyderabad again. And then City Center Library. Okay, then what is that? New York Public Library, New York. So these are all the names of libraries. Before the names of the libraries, we have to use the definite article, right? And in this way, before the names of museums and libraries, we must use the definite article. Do you have membership in British Library? You cannot simply say British Library, but you say in the British Library. Okay. And then comes, have you ever visited Salarjung Museum? Don't say like that. It might look correct to you. It might look right to you, but it is not grammatically right. So it is grammatically a wrong sentence. Okay. And you have to say, have you visited the Salarjung Museum? Something like that. Crouching Venus, a sculpture. Crouching Venus sculpture can be seen in British Museum. Crouching Venus means crouching means it will be like this, the Venus, okay, Venus sculpture. So that Venus is there, bending his body and like that. Crouching means bending the whole body down to the earth, like this. So it is called crouching. Whatever it is, we are very much concerned about this red marked words. So here in British Museum we cannot say. In the British Museum you have to say. Right. And now let's go to the last but one rule. 79th rule. This is the last but one rule before the names of missiles and bombs. And you know the names of missiles and bombs. Okay. Before the names of them, we have to use the definite. BrahMos, it's an Indian missile before that. Okay. Again, what is that? Prithvi. Okay. Agni, missile. Surface to surface missile, earth to surface missile, Astra. So something like that. And here, what is that? Nag, another missile. And here, what is that? Patriot. It's a US missile. Okay. What is that? The Tomahawk cruise missile. Again, US missile. And then comes, what is that? The Trident. The what is that? What is that? US missile. So these are all the missiles, whatever it is. Okay. And the bombs are there. Fat Man. Okay. Fat Man is the name of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. And Little Boy is the name of Little Boy is the name of the bomb, hydrogen bomb dropped on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, I think. So here I will give you examples to make you understand this. Okay, now let us take the examples. Fat Man, a hydrogen bomb was dropped on Nagasaki. Fat Man, a hydrogen bomb. This is the name of this hydrogen bomb. It was dropped on Nagasaki, right? And we should not simply say Fat Man, but you have said the Fat Man. And then comes Little Boy, a hydrogen bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Okay, you have to say the Little Boy, a hydrogen bomb was. Okay, and then come Prithvi was the first Indian surface to surface missile. Okay, surface to surface, the Prithvi. So it's a missile. These two are the bombs. And in this way, before the names of bombs and missiles, we must use the definite article. Before the names of trophies and cups. Trophies and cups. Okay. Before all of them, we must use the definite article. Trophies, cricket trophies and hockey trophies and Wimbledon trophies are there. So FIFA cups, FIFA World Cup, football, Reliance Cup, cricket. Okay. And ICC World Cup and all these things, very well. Durand Cup, football. Okay. And then Aga Khan Cup, hockey. Right. And then comes, Dilip Trophy, again, cricket, Santosh Trophy, cricket, and then comes the Ranji Trophy cricket, like that, ICC Champions Trophy cricket. So these are all the trophies and cups. Before the names of them, you have to use the definite article. Okay, okay, you have to use the definite article before all of them, right? And now let's go to the example sentences. India won Sharjah Cup in 1998 under the captainship of Kapil Dev, I think, and Sharjah Cup. Okay, and India won the Sharjah Cup. Okay, right. And Durand Cup is associated with football. You cannot simply say Durand Cup. You have to say the Durand Cup. Okay, and the 2023 Wimbledon Trophy has been won by Novak Djokovic. You know very well Novak Djokovic. And then the 2023 Wimbledon Trophy. And the last example, Argentina won 2022 FIFA World Cup. Football cup. Okay, yes, you have to say Argentina won the 2022 FIFA World Cup. In this way, before the names of trophies and cups, we must use the definite article. So with this, what is that? This video comes to an end, and I hope you have all understood these rules easily, and you can say very clearly. If you have any problem, please watch it again and again. And one more important thing, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if possible, please share this video with your near and dear ones, and with another beautiful video, because that's the last part. Sixth part is there. It is going to be uploaded on Friday, on forthcoming Friday. Please watch the last, you can say, video on the use of the definite article the. So there are as many as 6 videos. I have made 6 videos on the use of the definite article the, and the last video is going to be uploaded on the coming Friday. Okay, you watch it, and until then, I take leave of you. Thank you, one and all. Bye.